You also may have noticed, if you look over at 39A, that the crew arm is coming down.
After more than a week of speculation and anticipation, the crew access arm at Launch Complex 39A did indeed come down off the tower. The build-up for the moment began on January 30th during a news conference at the Johnson Space Center regarding the upcoming launch of the Crew 12 mission to the International Space Station. That's when Lee Eckert, Senior Mission Manager for SpaceX's Human Spaceflight Mission Management Program, said this.
For our manifest going forward, we're planning to launch most of our Falcon 9 launches off of Space Launch Complex 40. That will include all Dragon missions going forward. And that will allow our Cape team to focus 39A on Falcon Heavy launches and hopefully our first Starship launches later this year.
The change is significant since just about all of the SpaceX-supported commercial crew program missions launched from this pad, from Demo 2 in May 2020 all the way through to Crew 11 in August of 2025. The site also played host to the launches of the 4 private astronaut missions organized by Axiom Space, as well as the 3 commercial missions, Inspiration 4, Polaris Dawn, and Fram 2. During a pre-launch briefing for Crew 12, William Gerstenmaier, SpaceX's Vice President of Build and Flight Reliability, explained why this needed to happen.
We're going to do some maintenance on some bearings on the crew arm. I think the general plan is we'll keep the crew arm on the ground after we do those repairs, but we'll be ready to put the crew arm back up again if we need to go back and launch crew from pad 39A.
Gerstenmaier went on to say that the reason why this work can't be done with the arm in place as it is because of how this particular arm was constructed.
The arm physically has to come down to get to the bearings. These are the bearings that actually hold the arm to the tower. They're unique to 39A. They're very different than they are for the arm that's on 40. And to physically get access to those, the arm needs to be removed. Those bearings have to come out and they have to be reinstalled.
Gerstenmaier says that the work will be done at the Kennedy Space Center, presumably somewhere at their Hangar X facility. That's where they refurbish Falcon boosters and house their launch control center. During the briefing on February 9th, we asked, what's the time frame if NASA calls that pad could be ready for another human spaceflight activity?
In terms of 39A readiness, we'll be ready to support from 39A as soon as we can get the rocket ready to go fly and get the call up in place. So if NASA has a need, as soon as we're notified, we'll start processing the Dragon capsule, we'll start processing the Falcon vehicle. In the time frame it takes us to get Falcon and Dragon ready, we can be ready to get the pad up and operating.
One advantage for SpaceX in focusing on Falcon Heavy operations at Pad 39A is that they won't have to go through the weeks-long process of converting from a single-stick Falcon 9 configuration to a 3-booster Falcon Heavy setup. Gerstenmaier added that they're ramping up operations with Starship preparations as well, noting the intentional separation between the Falcon and Starship sides of the launch complex.
You'll also see a lot of work going on at 39A. That's to work for Starship. That doesn't impact our ability to launch from the pad. We're careful that we keep those things separate and we're ready to go.
The shift of all Dragon operations to Pad 40 also comes with the introduction of a new landing site for SpaceX called Landing Zone 40.
It's obviously an exciting time at Spaceport, Florida. And we're excited to debut our new Landing Zone 40. This will be our primary landing site for our Falcon 9 boosters that perform return to launch site going forward. Completed all of the range and Space Force certification to be ready for this mission. We still have access to Landing Zone 2 if we ever need it, but the expectation is that would be primarily for Falcon Heavy launches where we have 2 return to launch site side boosters.
NASA's SpaceX Crew 12 launch from Pad 40 will be just the second human spaceflight mission from this site, following Crew 9 in September 2024. Reporting for Spaceflight Now, I'm Will Robinson Smith.